beautiful budgeters, welcome back to Learning to Budget at 40. Today I have a cash stuffing video. Excuse me. I have received my first paycheck of November. So I'm going to budget and cash stuff that with you guys. I'm going to show you guys how I use a zero-based budgeting method that I use and I utilize on an Excel spreadsheet that I created myself, which I'll be showing you guys. I also use the cash envelope system to tell my money where to go. I also have little things like cash dividers and little cash like holders that I carry with me, such as these, like in my big wallet. Then I have smaller ones like this that I use like in a smaller wallet that, you know, let's say, or maybe not even, maybe I'll just carry this in my pocket. But I do have like a smaller purse, so I'll use this like a clutch. Let's say I'm doing some errands. I know I don't need my big old bag. I'll use these instead of like my big wallet that holds these. It just helps keep me organized, helps me not overspend in one area, kind of like curb those overspending habits that I have. Because when I grew up, my parents didn't teach me anything about money, about saving, about budgeting. All of these things are things that I learned later in life. So if you're interested in how I budget my money, please stay tuned. So today I am going to be budgeting $380, which I have my cash here. For now, I'm going to put this away because I already, obviously I already made my trip to the bank, but I wanted to show you guys how I allocate my money and what my thought process is when I am looking at what I got paid, what I need to pay, or like what bills are due, and what upcoming, like let's say appointments or just things that I know are going to come up in the future that I want to allocate money for. This is my Excel sheet. This is what I created to tell my money where to go. I make a list of the bills. I have a Clever Fox planner that I've showed you guys plenty of times, and I'll show it again just real quick. But I make a list of what is due and when. I obviously have bills like my HOA that is a set fee. Then I have credit card payments that obviously have their minimum payment. But because I am also using the debt snowball method, I have one credit card account that I am focusing on paying off. Since I already paid off my ultimate credit card, my next debt snowball item is my Capital One card. So this here, the to pay amount, that is what I would have liked to pay. That is what I mostly like budgeted for, what I anticipated I was going to be able to pay. But what actually gets paid is what's on this line. So as you can see, we are working with $1,138.81 as usual. HSA, savings, retirement, 401k through my employer has already been taken out. And plus savings, I do have a certain amount that goes, or percentage, that I have go into my savings every paycheck. I don't do set amounts. I do percentages because obviously some months or some weeks, I don't get paid every 2 weeks. I get paid we do that pay period was the 1st to the 15th and then the 16th to the end of the month. Some months have 28 days, some months have 31 days. So that is why I always do a percentage when I have weird pay periods like that. I do not like it at all. I like to know exactly what I'm going to get every month. And obviously if you work overtime, you put more in your savings because you have more in your pocket. But anyways, HOA gets $226. I already plugged everything in because I wanted to save time. Discover card, it was $201. That is the minimum payment. Groceries, I use my debit card. So that's $173.32. Then on my ultimate credit card, I actually put a few things on here. As you can see, I have Panera, that was $4.54. Target was $41.58, which is various items. Skincare for myself, I got makeup wipes. I got cleaning toilet tabs. My significant other needed a hairspray. And I think I got like some cleaning rags for like the kitchen, like those reusable ones. So that came out to $41.58. And then TJ, that's Trader Joe's, $12.79. Our grocery budget for this month kind of went out of the water, which is why going back to my Capital One, instead of $200, I'm only going to give them $68.80 because I went over about $90 on my budget because usually I want to do $200. I was actually But yeah, that wasn't going to happen this month, or this spending period. I don't know what happened, but that is why Capital One is only going to get $68.80, because after I plug in all of my numbers, this is what I have left over. So groceries only going to get 100 because I already spent over $185 on groceries on my debit card. Eating out's going to get 20 because after my kickboxing class that I go on Mondays, we go to Panera. We get coffee. That's what you saw the $4.54 for. I'm going to go ahead and budget 20 because what if I get something to eat or something? I just want to just budget 20 just to be on the safe side. Gas is only going to get 10. I work from home. The furthest place I drive is, well, I really don't go very far. It's like the Las Vegas Strip. And even then, that's like maybe on the weekends we'll go out that way. Nails is going to get 50. I've started doing my nails again. Oh no, hair is going to get 50. I have an appointment coming up. Nails is going to get 60. The only reason why nails is going to get 60 is because I don't know how much they're going to cost. I don't anticipate using the 60. This is a little long for me. I'll show you guys again. But I'm going to get them cut down. I'm not going to do anything fancy. I just want them to look nice with just one color. So I'm not going to spend a lot of money on my nails, but I do like getting my nails done though. It's mostly the cuticle cutting and the length that I enjoy because my nails are, they grow, but then one will chip and then that's it. I got to cut them all down. So Botox. Oh no, medical's going to get 10. Like I said, I do have an HSA account. That account right now has about $200. I put money in every paycheck. So then I also have my medical envelope. Botox is going to get 30. Pets is going to get 10. Gifts is going to get 10. Yearly subscription is going to get 10. Taxes, I'm going to go to Jackson Hewitt, get my taxes done like in March. That's going to get 10. Certifications is going to get 30. I have mentioned several times that I have, not several times, but various times that I used to be a pharmacy technician. I got my bachelor's degree in cybersecurity. However, that is not enough because I don't have IT background. So I'm working pretty much a very low paying, entry level position because I'm starting in a new field. And to make myself more marketable for new positions, I need to get certification. So $30 is going to go to that. Hopefully, I'll have enough to pay for the exam the beginning of March because I would like to take it in April or end of March. We'll see how that goes because I think it's about $240 and I have about 130 of that, I believe. So anyways, as you can see, zero-based budget, everything is spent. I don't put like an extra $5 aside for anything. Sometimes I'll create a buffer. I'm not going to do that this time. There is a buffer in my checking account. I don't even know how much it is. For me to find out how much it is, I'd have to wait for everything to get paid out and then check my account before I get paid if everything comes out. However, I am working on paying some things like a month ahead of time, or I have a month ahead sitting in the bank. That way my bank account is never at $0 or never at the buffer. There's always like a cushion there just in case. So since we already went over my budget, next we're going to be going over my coin challenges, my $1, not coin challenges, my saving challenges. I am doing the coin, the $1, and the $5 challenge, so that's going to be next. All right, so let's put that aside. Let me grab my wallet. So these are the ones that I have left over. Now there is going to be a difference with my challenges for my savings challenge because we recently moved or relocated from California to Nevada just due to the rising cost of living in California. It was just really not something feasible that we were going to be able to sustain or live comfortably. And we didn't want to just be stuck in this like hamster wheel of just trying to make it. We wanted to buy property. The property that we got was very, very inexpensive, but because everything is literally from, it's never been updated. Nothing in this house has ever been updated. We're pretty sure the air ducts have not been cleaned like in 5 years at least. So the place looks like it's from like the 70s, except for the rooms that we've already worked on or the things that we've already worked on. So we are slowly getting things done. because we did a really big room remodel, from like gutting the walls to electricity to plumbing, and or replacing pipes, that really stressed us out. And when people say that couples get divorced over home remodeling, I can totally see that. It was very stressful, so we're going slowly. We're doing like parts and pieces at a time, because it's also really expensive, and it like literally like just changes your daily routines. So what I'm gonna do with my challenges, with not my coin challenge is gonna remain, but my $1 and $5 challenge are done. In the sense that I am gonna be taking out any 1s and 5s that I have left over. I'm going to be putting them all in this $1 challenge envelope. And as I get bills, get enough bills to swap out for something bigger like a 10 or a 20, I'm going to move these out and put them in our household envelope. I just took out $10 that I had in here, and I put that in there, and that's what I'm going to be doing for now on. So whatever I save here, I'm just going to condense into smaller bills, put it in my household envelope. I actually don't have my household envelope in my binder anymore. It's actually sitting on a pin board in our bedroom, because we're both putting money into that envelope. Right now we only have like 360, and we want to get a range, a Frigidaire range, and the goal is to save about $800 to do that. So that's going to take us a while, because we do have other things that we're going to work on as well. For instance, we're gonna get the air ducts cleaned, so that is going to be the difference for my $1 and $5 challenge. I guess it's not really going to be like a savings challenge where I'm going to build everything up till the end of the year and then show you guys what I saved. I am going to keep that my little list so I can keep track of what I've saved and what I've contributed to that household envelope, but this is just going to be in addition to what I'm going to budget aside. And you guys are probably not going to see that envelope very often, because I'm not going to keep it here, because it's not just me contributing to it. It's also my significant other, and he makes a lot more than I do. I think he makes about almost double what I make. So that is why you see my budget missing some things, because we're still kind of like a traditional couple where he takes care of like the mortgage, he takes care of like the home maintenance and like repairs. I put in my 2 cents when it's like we're getting paint or we're getting fixtures replaced or carpet. But we're very traditional in the sense that he takes care of that stuff, and I take care of like the cleaning, the food, our pets, our plants. We both help each other out, but for the most part, he does that and I do this, and we help each other out when we need to. Especially like when I was sick for a week. Nothing was getting done. Well, I wasn't getting anything done. He was unfortunately having to take care of everything, but I'm very grateful that he was considerate enough to do that, because that was one of the issues that we previously had. So anyways, I'm getting off topic, but I just wanted to just share that with you guys. And because my budget is different. It is different. And I also don't have a car payment. I paid off my car years ago. I have an older car. Do you think I care that I'm driving an older car? No, I don't. My car runs fine. It is comfortable. It is clean. It is all one color. It's a 2013, so it's going to be about 10 years old, but I don't care. It runs fine. It's good, great on gas, and I don't have to worry about a car payment. So there's that. Alrighty, so we got our $380 here. I'm gonna set this 80 aside. There are a few envelopes that I noticed that had quite a bit of money in them that I want to condense. One envelope is gonna be my taxes, which I have in here, because we're gonna make change. Let's take a look here. Yep, I have 180 in taxes. Let's go ahead and take out 100. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. We'll put that here. And then we're just going to get $100. And then we should still have 180. So 100, 20, 40, 60, 80. Fantastic. I like to condense as I see categories have a buildup of funds in it. That way I don't, I don't have like a bulging envelopes all at once to take care of. I guess it would make for a pretty interesting video if I were to do that, but I'm just I don't know. I feel like I need to clean as I go. I don't know if you guys like understand that or if it makes sense, but hopefully you guys do. So I have 130. I just took out 30, so I should have 100. So I have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. I'm going to swap out this 100 for that. So I still have $120 and $30. All right. Let's go ahead and put that aside. Now that that's done, let's go ahead and let me just organize this little bit of money that I have here. It's not a lot of cash stuffing for this video. However, you guys saw that I just spent quite a bit of money on my debit card. And then I had to pay my credit card back. So let's go ahead and work on the cash stuffing portion of this. I highlight my items, as you can see right here. It's highlighted because I haven't paid it yet. I haven't stuffed it yet. So that's why you see that. So my first item is going to be groceries. So for groceries, I take out my little dividers that I have in my wallet. As you can see, I have my little coupons in here. I always have them in my little groceries section because I want to carry them with me for when I am, going to the grocery store. I have what I need. And like I said, I do have those little envelopes if I need to. I'll pull out the cash and I'll pull out, let's say these are all Trivia's. I'll just grab one. Like I don't need to carry all of them, and I also use like the store apps, and I'll go in there, clip everything that we've ever bought that I may want. That way it's just clipped and it's saved onto my card or my phone number. Oh, okay, and then eating out's gonna get 20. I'm just gonna go ahead and do 2 10s. When me and my significant other have like date night, if I can pay, I will. Like if I have, let's say I have the funds, but obviously this isn't enough for date night. I didn't put anything towards fun. So what I'll do is I'll tip as well. Like my contribution will be like, I'll tip them. And I always like to tip in cash. So I do like to have that for this. I do like to have cash for that purpose. So I'll usually end up putting like smaller bills, but I don't anticipate eating out. He is going to be working out of town. So I am going to pretty much work as much overtime as I can and then dedicate time to the gym because I did sign up for a kickboxing class. I got a pretty good deal on it. I only pay $65 a month for unlimited classes. There are like the people that I go to Panera with after class, they've said how expensive it is. So I'm wondering if they're paying more than me, because if you go to their website, it's like $140 a month, and I'm only paying $65 for a 12-month contract. So I am thankful for that discount, and I am definitely working on losing weight. I feel like the fat tax is definitely, yeah, I am paying for that because I'm at that point where I'm paying extra for the bigger sizes. And it makes me kind of mad. Some clothing brands that I buy don't do that, but if you go to Target, you notice like there's a difference between XL and like 2XL, I believe. I believe that's where it starts. So I'm definitely working on doing that. I also have medication that I take because I have high blood pressure. My doctor said if I lose the weight, that I wouldn't have that problem. So, well, so anyways, I'm going to work on that. Also, just for me, for my health, I enjoy doing those 5Ks. I did those before the pandemic hit. And then the pandemic hit, I think I gained like 25 pounds at that time. So there's that. But yeah, I work on being active. So, $10 goes into gas and car wash. I keep this in my desk because I tend to spend it if I have it in my wallet. So I made the decision to take it out of my wallet and put it in my desk. That way when I see that I need to fill up or just, I'm getting low, I'll just grab whatever in here and I'll go ahead and get gas. Right now, I'm spending about $30 a month, which is ridiculous because it's a little bit of money for a whole month. But like I said, I work from home. The grocery store is like 3 miles away. The gym is 1 mile away. Kickboxing is like 2 miles away. Target's in between those. Trader Joe's is the furthest grocery store I go to is Albertsons, and I think that's like 6 miles or 5 miles away. So I don't drive much, so I'm very lucky in that aspect. And then let's go ahead and Go to hair. I have a hair appointment coming up. Let's see here. Oh, let me fix that real quick. Hair is going to get 50. Let's see. I already have 50 in here, so we're going to do deposit plus 50. We should then have 100. So let me go ahead and count what's already in my envelope because I'm going to need to make change. So I have 20, 40, 50. So 50 plus 50 is 100. So let's go ahead and put this 10 over here. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Fantastic. I actually have a hair appointment. So next pay period, I'm going to need to add like another $100 to this envelope, which really sucks. But I'm going to need to do that. So, and then nails. I already have money in nails, but I'm going to put 60 in here. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. I don't know how much it's going to be. That's what it is. So these are my nails right now. They're a bit long for me. They need to get a fill. They have that little design. I'm going to get them cut down. I think this is just a little too long. And I'm just going to get like a regular plain old color on them because I mean, that's cute and all, but I don't know. I just feel like it's a lot of money. And as much as I like having nice looking hair, nice looking nails, I don't like sitting there. I don't like sitting there and going through the process. Like I don't mind paying, but I don't like the process. So I don't know how I don't know. I mean, it's just weird. 10. So I have 18. So let's just double count that. So I have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We're going to add 60, 20, 40, 60. Now we have 78. I'm pretty sure next paycheck, I'm just going to deposit less. Because today I'll get a feel of how much it's going to cost me for my next appointment. And that's what I'm going to use. That bill amount for my services will be what I use to plan my budget for my next nail appointment, which will be like 2 weeks. I kind of stretch it sometimes because I only want to go on Mondays. So I do get off work at 2:30. So I guess I could always go after work. But I like going on Mondays. I don't know. Well, because I'm off Monday. That's what it is. So medical expenses is going to get 10. Wax. Okay, I'm going to talk about this envelope real quick, even though I'm not stuffing it. My wax appointment is $90, $75 for the service. I get 2 wax services done, and I give the girl $15, which is what I was doing before, but now one girl is doing both services. So that's how I came up with that number. And I get my appointments every 8 weeks. So I didn't budget this much because I already have $30 in here. So if I'm going to put in $30 for some reason I haven't noted I'm going to do $30 every paycheck, that's $120. I don't know how I came up with that number. So I'm going to reassess that. Well, actually for this pay period, it worked out fine because I already have $30. I'll put in $30 next paycheck. I'll put in $30 the following paycheck. And then I believe right after that payday, that following Monday, I have my wax appointment. So that works out great. Wait, and if you're wondering, wow, 8 weeks is a long time. Yes, but I used to get electrolysis. So, and also laser hair removal. And also I do pluck my eyebrows. Every time I do my makeup, when I do my eyebrows, I take a look. If I see hairs growing, I'm going to pluck them. If some of them are too long, I'm going to trim them. The thing is though, is that I can maintain, but I can't shape them. I eventually mess up. I've tried it for years to just do my own eyebrows and I just can't. I always end up messing up. They always end up looking like different, but like obviously different. It's pretty ridiculous. So right now I have 10 in medical. I'm going to put another 10, and then deposit 10. Our balance is 20. Let's go ahead and swap these out for a 20. I'll put those 10 back. This actually, I use some of this money for vitamins. Let's say if I go to the store, but with my HSA card, I really don't do that. CBD sleep items is what I'll usually buy with this if I can't sleep. Usually on the days that I go work out, I will sleep great because I tired myself out. But on the days that say that I was just kind of lolling around or I didn't get to work out and I just did stuff around the house, I do tend to have a very, very hard time sleeping to the point where I'll go like days or all with, excuse me, let me just take a sip of my coffee. Ooh. My Valentine's Day mug, you guys. Just wanted to share that. So like I said, I have trouble sleeping. If I go days without sleeping, I notice that it'll start affecting me like by the third day. So obviously sleep is important. So I use CBD products. So now we have 80 plus 30, that's 110. Oops, there we go. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 110. Fantastic. They already sent me the Botox clinic that I go to, already sent me a reminder saying, oh, it's been 3 months. It's time for your Botox appointment. Like, no. I don't go every 3 months. I go every 5 to 6 months. It's more like 5 months now, but honestly, it all depends on how much money I'm able to save. Because if I don't have the $420 to walk into the clinic, I'm not going to make an appointment. So pink binder is done. Our rose gold binder is done. We're going to go ahead and put that aside. Our next binder is my blue binder. Pets is going to get 10. My credit cards, I always keep them in here. I don't pull one out unless, let's say, I have a vet appointment and it's like one of those vet appointments where I remember one time my cat had she has an ACL problem, but one vet was saying she needs surgery or something. So I remember I took my highest limit credit card with me because I was like, well, if it's something urgent, we're just get it done now. But then luckily, another vet was like, no, you don't need to get her surgery. If it's not affecting her quality of life, she's fine. You don't have to worry about it. But we do suggest you order these vitamins and, get her on a weight loss regimen, which this pin's dying. Let me grab another one. Which, weight loss for a cat that's a senior cat, easier said than done. She is set in her ways, and I don't like my kitty being in distress, and neither does my significant other, so we're kind of on the losing side of that because we don't like her being, like, upset with us or anything, so yeah, that's not really going very well. So I have 108. We're going to add 10. That's going to be 118. Let's go ahead and just count that and rearrange that. So I have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90. Oops, 90, 10. Wait, no. Let me start again. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 110, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, that messy thing is supposed to be a 9. Okay, let me just fix that. Deposit 10, 119. And then as what we've been doing so far, we're going to take 2 10s out, put in a 20s, just swap as we go and make change for ourselves. I still do not have a bank in this area. I think that is going to be a goal of mine that I want to accomplish by the end of this year. I would like to do that after I get some of my expenses just taken care of and some of these categories stuffed to an area where I feel comfortable and I have more income to just like put aside than what I'm putting in now. I'm not really sure what that number that I feel is going to make me comfortable, but for right now, this is what I'm going to do. Or that's what I have in mind. Gifts has 10. We're going to add 10. Deposit plus 10. We got 20. And then as we've been doing so far, we're going to just make change. Keep our envelopes condensed. So that's 10. And then that is it for the blue binder. Not a lot's going to get stuffed this pay period, and that's fine. I usually, when I am in a good place financially, bill-wise, I usually stuff between $500 to $700. I don't know when other than paying off my consumer debt, I don't really know when I'll ever get to that point again. But this first paycheck of the month is usually like the bill heavy paycheck. That is when my Discover is due. That is when my HOA is due, or our HOA is due. So I'm hoping at one point I can get to a spot where I can start stuffing $500 to $700, at least with my last paycheck of the month. Yearly subscription, that is going to get $10. My cats have that Home Again, Lost Pet Chip installed that I pay $21.99 a month for each of them. So that's going to be coming up in March, I believe. So this is actually isn't going to cover all of that expense, but it's going to cover most of it. And then I'll just take the rest out of my, what I'll do is I'll deposit this, and then the $1.99 for each. So what, $2 each, $4. I'll just budget that into my debit or the bills that are automatically taken out, because that is going to be something that's going to be automatically taken out. So I'll make a point to deposit this into the bank before that due date approaches. But like I said, it's in March, so I still got time. I think I'll just deposit like another $10 in here. So $40 is what I have. Yeah, actually it's March. I keep forgetting. It's March 23rd, I believe. So I have plenty of time to put an extra 10 in here. I'd rather over budget than not. And then, or an extra, well, I can't really, if I can get a 10 and break it up, I'll do 5s. I'll just do that. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm planning ahead. I always like to plan ahead because this bill is going to be coming out. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The bill is coming. I know it's coming, and I want to have money in there. So even if I over budget and I deposit 50, fine, whatever. The rest will just be like a buffer, or I'll just make like a $6 payment to my Discover card or whatever. Next is taxes. We are going to deposit $40. So 20, 30, 40. Let's see what we got in here. This is one of the envelopes we condensed earlier. I have 180. So 120, 40, 60, 80 plus 40. So 80, 210, and 20. So deposit 40. 180 plus 40 is 220. I want to take $300 with me to my tax appointment. So coming next paycheck or two, I'll go ahead and deposit another $80 to this so I can take that with me. I don't do that whole roll advance to the money because I'm not paying extra fees. I don't like paying interest. So, yeah, I'm not doing that. I know people are like, oh, why don't you just do this? No, thank you. I don't want to pay the fees. I don't need to pay interest. I can wait. There's nothing going on in my life that is like, I need that tax refund now. So, I'm just not going to do it. In fact, my tax refund, I do 3 things with it. Whatever it is, I split it up into 3. I save a third of it. I use a third to pay off my debt or towards my debt. And then a third I keep for whatever I want to do with it. And so usually that third, the me portion of it, I'll even break that down even further. Let's say it's $100. I'll probably put 50 into the household, and the other 50 I'll put in my Botox envelope or my pet envelope. Or maybe even my car maintenance. I don't know. We'll see. Whatever it is, because all of these categories need money in them. So it's not that big of a deal. So I should have $30 left, and I do. And that is what my last category of certifications, CompTIA. I need $240. So now I have $160 towards that certification test. It's not even, I have to study for it. So there's that. And I want to make sure that I have everything down pat because I don't want to pay for it the second time. So 120, 30, 40, 50, and 60. Okay, that is the last category of this cash stuffing video, guys. I am done. Now, to my little budgeting sheet, let me just highlight all of this and highlight, and then we want to get rid of that filler. Oops, let's do this. Let's do that. And then that is it, guys. Guys, and then the only thing I have highlighted is this $10 for Vanguard. As you can see here, I have some categories that I just didn't, several categories I didn't pay anything into. I do have a lot of categories here, but I just do also want to point out that some of these are just yearly items. Halloween, Christmas. Halloween, I start saving in March. I'll put something as little as $10 a month. Christmas, I start in May. That'll be more like $20 a month. Starting off. Then as I get closer, I start bumping those up. Taxes, once a year. My Nevada license, once a year. Oh, my Nevada pharmacy tech license. I think I'm going to hold on to it. I still have a California tech license. So that brings me to this portion of the video. At the end of the video, I just want to share something about myself. I used to be a pharmacy technician. I received my license back in 2002. I realized several years ago that I would move up or move into different portions of pharmacy technician, like insurance, tech side, IV, compounding, and they all paid shit. Benefits were great, but getting PTO was almost impossible. Calling off was almost impossible. They just kind of, all of them, every place that I've ever worked at, kind of like try to guilt you into not taking time off, not using your PTO. And then you're making, then I wasn't getting any raises. It seems like every place just, it was always something. It's some sort of an excuse, some sort of like, well, you didn't do this, or you didn't do that, or this was a bad year. And I just decided to go into, I decided to go back to school, got my bachelor's in cybersecurity. I don't really regret it. I got my degree. I always wanted to get my bachelor's degree, and I have it now. And I'm making actually $1 less than what I was making in the pharmacy tech field, at least here in Nevada. Because obviously from Nevada to California, you make more in California, but you pay more in taxes. But yeah, I got my degree in cybersecurity. I'm now a help desk technician, and I get to work from home. I actually work on this desk here. I have like a 3-monitor system here, and I do enjoy working from home, but I also don't plan on staying in this position for much longer. I'm gonna give it until I get like 2 certifications for me to move on to something else. So I do mobile support and I do desktop support. So I started with mobile, I got transitioned into, or stuck in doing mobile and desktop, which is fine. It looks good on my resume. I get to work from home. I literally cook and I clean. I watch movies. It's pretty nice, but at the same time, I'd rather make more money and do something that's a bit more engaging and where I'm not talking on the phone as much. You know, if I can monitor a network, that would be great. Possible intrusions. That is kind of where I want to go to. But the thing is, since I don't have like a solid career path or position to what I want to do, it's really hard for me to determine because there's so many avenues, but I know I don't want to be on the phone. I know I want to make more money, and I know there's 3 certifications that I want, and those 3 certifications are going to help me determine which positions I want to go to. And CompTIA A+ is like your beginner, starter, entry level certifications, which I probably would have just been better off getting the certifications instead of the degree. I don't really know. But everybody has mixed feelings about that. So it's really hard to determine which path would have been best for me. But like I said, I wanted my bachelor's, I got it. And that is it, guys. That is my one thing that I wanted to say about myself. If you guys ever have any questions, if you're a pharmacy tech looking to get into IT, reach out to me. I won't mind sharing with you what I've learned. I don't mind, discussing this with anybody. I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoy this sort of content. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. All right. Take care. Make good.